protest breaking out at the state capitol today. Demonstrators calling for the removal of the bust of Nathan Bedford Forrest. This after the Senate and House took up bills to end the state day set aside to honor the controversial Confederate leader. State Capitol reporter Chris Bungard hearing from the governor, now sharing his thoughts on the matter.
Over and over again up here Wednesday afternoon at a press conference, Governor Lee was asked what he would say to those calling for removal of the Confederate general's bust.
I have said this, though, something should be done. That particular individual and his role in history is particularly painful to African Americans in this state, and for that reason, I think there should be a strong consideration and strong dialogue around what happens to that bust.
Nathan Bedford Forrest gained fame as a Confederate general renowned for his tactics, but shame as a slave trader before the conflict. His role in the massacre of Union black soldiers at Fort Pillow, Tennessee, has many accounts, as does being an early leader of the Ku Klux Klan before most say he disavowed the group. Governor Lee, though, himself has called Forrest a painful part of Tennessee history. As for the Forrest bust, it was placed there in the late 1970s due to the efforts of the late Democrat Senator Doug Henry, who was a member of the Sons of Confederate Veterans. There have been a few protests over the years and an effort by former Republican Governor Bill Haslam in 2017 to remove the bust, but it failed by a 7-5 vote in the Tennessee Capitol Commission, which is the first step by law to remove artifacts like the Forrest bust from the state capitol.
What's really important is that we not draw lines and choose sides. It's that we understand that these answers are complicated and they require dialogue. So what I would do is I would sit down with those who advocate keeping it. I would sit down with those who advocate getting rid of it.
Clearly, the issue of Nathan Bedford Forrest, whether it be the day honoring him or the bust on the second floor of the state capitol, is not going away. Reporting from the state capitol, Chris Bungard.